So when we look at those innovations, we classify them on a timeline, which means that some of them are not happening yet. They are future focus for us. Some are already well advanced in their process of penetration or commoditization, and then they are out of focus for us. And what we like is the middle part. It's basically product and services that incorporate technologies that are ramping up, that are penetrating the market, that are generating new usage, and thus generating high revenues. We've performed this analysis where we compared on an annual basis which of our sectors perform the best and which of our sectors perform the worst. And we've plotted that on a nice table. And we can see that there's a lot of moving parts in that ranking. That basically, the top performer on 1 year can be the bottom performer the next year. And the idea of having a global approach where you invest globally on all those innovation topics and all those technologies is that you can blend and diversify the risk of one sector being overpriced or moving out of favor or facing some specific headwinds, and you still have the bulk of your exposure to other innovative sectors, which provides you with regular streams of returns.
According to our innovation ranking, the most innovative countries in Europe are Belgium on number 1, Switzerland on number 2, the Netherlands on number 3, Germany on number 4, and Sweden on number 5. Belgium tops the list as having the highest share of innovation revenues to total revenues with the help of Umicore, which has a Singularity score of 85 and is a global leader in advanced materials and the recycling of EV batteries. Umicore makes about 75% or 24 billion of Belgium's total innovation revenues. On number 2, we find Switzerland with a Singularity innovation score of 9.8. Switzerland mainly tops the list for being home to leading players in the robotics and the automation equipment manufacturing, as well as the bioinformatics space. On an innovation revenues per capita basis, Switzerland ranks first in Europe, by the way. And next we have the Netherlands with a Singularity innovation score of 6.1, with industry-leading technologies enabling global innovation in compute power and advanced materials. Then we have Germany on number 4 with a Singularity score of 6.0, and its innovation landscape includes leaders in advanced materials and robotics, as well as automation. It's worth noting, by the way, that on an absolute basis, Germany has the highest net contribution to Europe's total innovation revenues. Then on number 5, we find Sweden with a Singularity innovation score of 5.2, mainly for its contributions in information technology. And there we have companies such as Hexagon with a Singularity innovation score of 100. And in the food additive space, we find producer AAK with a score of 94. On the country level, the Singularity innovation score represents the total share of innovation revenues of all of the country's listed companies as a percentage of the total revenues of all the listed companies in the country. National innovation scoreboards are very valuable from a policy perspective, and they typically give a very good sense of the innovation infrastructure of a country in terms of aspects such as its higher education system and its technological readiness. Our Singularity score-based country ranking is particularly helpful for investors because it singles out the innovation outputs that a country's listed companies generate in terms of cash flows. Now, existing innovation rankings are based on patents or on company surveys usually, such that they don't really effectively capture the innovation cash flows of a country's entire listed equity space. Investors in particular have to look for innovation measures to assess disruptive innovation in particular that are more output-based. And we use innovation revenues to really get a sense of a company or a country's ability to monetize applied innovation for that reason. So based on all of the above, it's probably really time to consider an innovation metric based on innovation revenues. So the world's Singularity innovation score on average sits at 4.0. That means that only 4% of the world's total revenues generated by all the listed equities represent innovation revenues. That is about 3 trillion US dollars out of 76 trillion US dollars. Europe's Singularity innovation score sits at an average of 4.8. I can say that.
Yeah.
Are you running?
Yeah.
Sneaky.
We were
Yeah,
talking.
okay, let's do it again.
Yeah.
Okay. So, let's go.